Hello, welcome to American Baker in Germany. I'm Michelle, and today I have a tutorial for you on how to use the special baking form that my sister-in-law gave me for my birthday. It is a wonderful baking form and I'm excited to share this information with you. Let's get started.
This is what the box looks like. It's called a multi-size baking form. They seem to be made in Britain. There are a few pieces to it. There is the base and a handful of side pieces. There are two kinds of side pieces, ones with hooks at the top and ones with slits. The sides are labeled S1 and S2. These are the ones with slits in them. And these fit together in the corners to create the outsides of the baking form. So you simply fit the slits into each other and place them inside the lip of the base. This forms the main part of the form. The notches at the top are every inch, which makes it really easy to figure out how large it is. The whole thing is 12 by 12 inch square baking form, but the side pieces make it possible to make every size smaller than that as well. Just like the side pieces, the divider pieces are also labeled D1 and D2 for whether the slits are facing up or down. So let's say I want to make a 10-inch square cake. I start out by placing a D1 divider 2 inches from one side. Then I do the same thing in the other direction with the D2 divider. Sometimes you have to wiggle it a bit to get it to fit in properly. Now the large section is 10 by 10 inches large. The sides are 4 inches high, so you can make quite a large cake with this. But let's say I want to make a few 5-inch square cakes instead. So take out the D2 divider and add a second D1 divider parallel to the first. Then add the two D2 dividers where you want them. I used this form to make the cake layers for the pirate cake, setting them to be 4 by 8 inch rectangular sections. In order to cover the lower slits to keep them from leaking batter out of it, I cover it with a piece of parchment paper. I tear it to be the right size and stick it on with a bit of baking spray. However, I usually put a piece of parchment paper in the bottom when I bake. To do that, you can lift everything out in one piece by lifting the S1 sides. Then you can place your parchment paper into the bottom and replace the sides. They may have gotten knocked slightly askew. Then I spray the part I'll be baking in with baking spray. And I pour my batter in. I specifically used my vegan chocolate cake batter because this batter is quite runny, and if it's going to leak, it will leak with this batter. I spread it around and check the sides. Very little, if any, leaking. It baked up perfect. I must admit it leaked a bit in the oven, but that was my fault. I got the corner caught on my oven when putting it in and knocked the edges up a bit, so I recommend placing it on a baking tray for easier transport. But even then there wasn't tons of leakage. I am very happy with this result. This video was not sponsored or affiliated with the multi-size baking form. It's just a form I happen to love and would recommend to anyone who bakes a lot. It literally replaces probably 10 different square baking forms. And the tall edge ensures you can make tall cakes, not to mention the creative rectangles you can make with it. I love it and can recommend it to my friends. For more cakes and tutorials, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.